Und an dieser Stelle natürlich wie immer ein herzliches Hallöchen an die Seite von YouTube. Wir befinden uns in Tag 11 von Fire Emblem 3 Houses und das Ganze wird wie immer live gestreamt auf meinem Twitch-Kanal. Und wenn ihr da eventuell mal vorbeischauen wollt, Link zum Stream findet ihr unten in der Videobeschreibung. Ich krieg's irgendwann noch hin, ne? Das war doch einsame Spitze, ne? Ja, und ansonsten auch, wenn ihr Interesse habt, Twitter, Discord etc., falls da mal vorbeischauen will, findet ihr ebenfalls in der Videobeschreibung. Und hier ist es schon wieder schweineheiß. So, hier haben sie alle gekämpft. Ich glaube, das war eine scheiß Idee, hier raus aufzuhören, oder? Glaube ich, wollte auch kämpfen, oder? Meine ich. So, lasse mal hier Inventar. Kampf Monsterfarm. Items. Also hier kann ich gar nicht. Ah, hier haben wir Vorrat. So, wo haben wir denn das Zeug? Goldbeutel haben wir schon wieder. Verteidigung um 1. Lebensfrucht, KP dauerhaft um 1. Wenn ich hier schon wieder alles andere gucke, aber nicht das, was ich eigentlich, was wollte ich denn eigentlich gucken? Sehe ich hier wohl nicht. So, diese Verwehrdingsbumser, die man halt braucht zum Reparieren und zum Schmieden. Keine Ahnung, sieht man hier wohl nicht. So, wir gucken mal hier. Wir starten erstmal mit ein paar Unterstützungsgesprächen. Und würde sagen, wir machen mal CTs und Flame.
Flame, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
You worry too much, brother.
I think a kidnapping is good cause for concern. I was so worried about you, I nearly fainted.
Had that not happened, I would have never been allowed to join the professor's class. Even from something so dire, some good did come of it.
Da hat sie recht.
That is a dangerous attitude. This world is full of peril. You must be more vigilant. Please understand, I allowed you to enroll here only because I thought it best for your safety.
I am very much aware of that. You wanted to speak to me of something?
Yes, my dear little sister. You are kind beyond all measure, and you are the very picture of innocence. But precisely because of these very fine qualities, I worry about your interactions with the others here. The youths of our army are particularly eccentric. As your brother, it is my duty to help you with any concerns you may have.
Ah, also Bruder steht hier wohl als Synonym für Sittenwächter oder so, oder?
I do appreciate the offer, but all the students and professors have treated me exceptionally well.
Even so, there must be at least some worry. Please, you need not conceal anything from me.
You worry far too much. There is truly nothing to share, and nothing for you to fret over.
Are you absolutely sure? The idea of you suffering in silence is unbearable to me.
Enough! I made it clear that nothing is wrong. I stand by my word. Well, there is one concern that comes to mind.
What is it? Tell me. I will help however I can.
There is a certain somebody who seems determined to get in the way of my friendships with my classmates.
What? That's horrible. Fear not. I will handle this scoundrel for you. Just tell me his name.
Warum befürchte ich, dass jetzt CTs kommt?
It is you, brother. Now then, I must be on my way.
Richtig so, Flame. Ayo, Big Brother is watching you, ja?
What was Flame getting at just now? Let's see, I was speaking to her. I asked her to share her concerns, and... was there something else? No matter. Fear not, Flame. Your brother will protect you from all harm.
Okay, gereilt hat er mal gar nichts. CTs und Flame haben den Unterstützungslevel C erreicht. Dann haben wir noch Catherine.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior. While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
You worry too much. If they saw me in action, the wounds themselves would cower.
That is precisely the attitude that worries me, especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy. There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind. You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life that she tended your wounds personally.
Oh, that was when that happened. Finally! It all fits together. Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember clearly.
Na, immerhin etwas.
That was the first time she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair. The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Sedith. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've got to find Lady Rhea, and then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
Ja, ich glaube, das hat der CTs nicht gewollt. CTs und Catherine haben den Unterstützungslevel C erreicht. Und dann haben wir noch Cyril.
Hey, Sedith. I got a delivery for you.
Thank you, Cyril. Would you mind waiting just a moment for me to confirm the contents?
Sure thing.
All seems to be accounted for. I lack the time to handle tasks of this kind myself. I appreciate you making the effort. Is there anything I can assist you with? Do you have any concerns?
Concerns? Nah, I'm happy just working for Lady Rhea. I got a way better life now than I ever did before.
If your better life is this frugal, I have to wonder what your previous experience was like. It must not have been easy before you came to us. But you should know that is in the past now. You are young, you should be enjoying life. Do not allow your past to overshadow that. Is there nothing you desire? We will support you in any way we can.
Really, there's nothing. Except... Nah, it's okay.
Except?
I don't got anywhere else to go, and I just want to be able to stay here forever. This place Lady Rhea gave me, it's the only place I know to call home.
I will keep that in mind.
Well, I got work to do. Excuse me.
Of course. I apologize for delaying you.
So, er will also immer hier bleiben. CTs und Cyril haben den Unterstützungslevel C erreicht. So, ein paar haben wir noch. Wir werden da immer zwischendrin ein paar machen. Das wird jetzt immer weniger. Also nur einer. Da noch einer. Der fällt dann eh raus. Da kann man, machen wir sie durch, oder? Dann haben wir sie mal weg. Da sollten wir eventuell ein paar Mal öfter reingucken. Ah. Dorothea und Kaspar.
Not this
Oh,
time.
Catherine und Kaspar.
How about this?
Too slow.
You're mine now!
Kaspar glaube ich nicht.
Not quite.
Ah, why can't I do it?
What's wrong, Caspar? Worn out already? You said you wanted to keep going until you managed to hit me.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Just let me catch my breath. Losing to you over and over again is exhausting.
That's because you rely on sheer power. You're moving around more than you have to, and it's a waste of energy. You need to start using your head, or you'll never even land a blow.
Well, you were taking some pretty big swings yourself, you know.
I have more experience than you. I can use my energy more efficiently.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You are the famous Thunder Catherine, after all. Wait, I just realized something. I get to train with the legendary wielder of Thunderbrand.
Why is that just occurring to you?
I guess it didn't really sink in until now. I'm training with someone I've always looked up to. You're a legend. Everyone knew about the power of Thunderbrand, even in the Empire.
Stop. I'm not nearly that impressive.
But you are. When I was younger, my friends and I would fight over who got to pretend to use Thunderbrand whenever we would play.
Hi ho, Schokolade, na wie geht's dir? Na Schokolade, du warst ja wieder ganz schön verschwenderisch mit deinen Talern, hä?
If they actually saw me fighting, I doubt that game would be very popular. I will cut down anyone, even a child, for the sake of my mission.
Na, unter 200 Taler? Du hattest doch mal über 600.
On the battlefield, there is no Thunder Catherine. Only a bloodied soldier crawling in the mud, hacking desperately at her enemies.
Sure, but
I'm not a hero. I fight only for Lady Rhea and the goddess. What about me is admirable, Is it my deeds or my blade?
Ah, Kaspar, no guckst du, hä? Aber so Unrecht hat sie doch nicht. Catherine und Kaspar haben den Unterstützungslevel C erreicht. Ja, ja, schon klar, ja, aber ein bisschen mehr anstrengen. So, Catherine und Jamir.
And he said, I don't even have a horse. Pretty funny story, huh?
Ich glaube, Catherine und Alois, die passen, was Witze angeht, gut zusammen, hä?
What is it, Shamir? You're not laughing. Didn't you think it was funny?
Sure.
So then laugh. You could stand to be a little friendlier, you know.
Do I need to be?
Ja, Jamir, das ist ein Befehl.
What do you mean, need to be? Friendship isn't about obligation. You could try being a bit warmer. Like when I first met you, I took the time to introduce myself and make friendly conversation. And you just said, "Hi, I'm Shamir." I remember thinking that you wouldn't be easy to get along with.
Now that's funny. I remember thinking you were just another knight who loved the sound of her own voice. You know, the type who's all talk but useless in battle.
Well, that's a bit harsh. Did you really think that?
Yes.
But you changed your mind when you saw me in action.
Bin ich jetzt auf die Antwort gespannt?
I did. You're surprisingly strong.
Okay.
Well, even though you had 0 charm, you did a nice job of supporting me. Now I know that you'll always have my back. In fact, maybe I should take it easy and let you handle all the fighting.
It sounds like I'm going to be doing a lot more work around here.
We make a pretty good team. At any rate, we're bound together, so we better try to get along. Don't you think, partner?
If that's how you see it, I can't disagree.
Ja. Ich glaube, Jamir ist keine einfache Person. Häuserin und Jamir haben den Unterstützungslevel sehr erreicht. Bam Bam bleibt von meiner G5 weg. Cyril und Jamir.
Hey Shamir, how do you think I'm doing with my bow lately? Think I'm getting pretty good? I hit closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
Akzeptabel, wow.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close.
Da hat sie recht.
Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
Der Körper.
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
You think so?
Keep it up.
I will.
Ja, mit dem müssen wir auch noch ein bisschen viel üben. Cyril und Jamir haben den Unterstützungslevel sehr erreicht. Ferdinand hat Kaspar und Dorothea. Fangen wir aber an mit Kaspar.
Caspar, I have been waiting.
Ferdinand. Waiting for what?
I am going to give you a lesson on the righteous path of the noble.
Righteous path? What? You have a problem with my path now? You think you're more righteous than me?
That remains to be seen. I heard you stopped a robbery in town the other day. Some despicable thief who was robbing an elderly shopkeeper. Rumor has it you didn't wreak as much havoc as usual.
Hey now, I think you're underestimating me here. When the thief showed up, the old shopkeeper was so scared that he could barely stand. I didn't want the guy to pass out, so I had to stay calm while handling the situation. Rather than fighting, I gave my own money to the thief and told him to get out of there. Or else.
How, magnanimous of you.
The thief fell for it and left the shop. That's when I chased him down. I got my money back and gave that thief a good beating. He won't be back here anytime soon.
Ah, so you walloped the scoundrel. That does sound like you. I am finding this story more plausible. Nevertheless, I think...
Hold on. Now it's your turn. I heard a very interesting story about you recently.
My turn, eh? Let's hear this story then.
The way I heard it, you punched a foreign soldier right in the middle of town.
Oh, Ferdinand.
Stop. I know what you are getting at. But you have the wrong idea.
Let's hear your version then.
Na, lass mal hören.
I had been browsing for weapons at a rundown stall. Suddenly, a man seized the stall's owner and started dragging him away. Someone with a less generous spirit might say the peddler had it coming. His wares were quite inferior after all. But without a moment's hesitation, I leapt to his aid and soundly defeated the goon.
Well done. Sounds exciting.
It was nothing, really. Anyway, the old shopkeeper let me in on the details. He said that he was a novice trader, tricked by a noble into selling low-quality goods. That ruse was about to come to light, so the noble had sent a mercenary to keep the shopkeeper silent.
So that's what really happened. I just heard you snapped and attacked some noble servant. I figured it was worth asking about.
Well, I won't deny it. I forgot my rank for a moment and let my instincts take over.
Is there something wrong with that? It sounds a little like something I would do.
And your, gentle approach to handling that robbery. That sounds like something I might do. You were not overcome by your impulses. You kept a cool head, for the most part.
I think we're starting to rub off on each other. Always looking for a way to defend justice and to lift each other up.
Partners in justice, eh? Well now, that I can agree to.
Ja, so ein bisschen haben sie doch schon recht, ne? Das ist eher so der Kühle und da haut drauf. Ferdinand und Kaspar haben den Unterstützungslevel B erreicht. So, dann haben wir noch Dorothea. Dann kommen wir wieder der Biene zum...
Dorothea, I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean? About suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you?
Stimmt, das mit der Biene war ja Sylvain, nicht Ferdinand. Ich bringe die zwar immer durcheinander.
Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Oh, really? You're something different? That's not how I remember things. It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off. When we met at the Academy, you were a different person. All smiles and friendly words. You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
Yeah.
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding.
Oh, wurden wir alle zerschmettert?
When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized. Your beautiful voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran. I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there. I thought perhaps it was a dream.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those treats. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen. It actually sounds quite wonderful.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
Na, guck mal einer an. Ferdinand und Dorothea haben den Unterstützungslevel A erreicht. Haben wir noch 2 Personen? Okay, eine. Sylvain und Flame.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord, can I assume you figured out I'm not a monster?
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation. I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her. Like you, for instance.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
Huh? No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's move on. Can I take this to mean everything is good between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong, your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all, I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flame.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Anyway, what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one. Sheltered girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy, even for a smooth talker like myself.
Tja, Sylvain, da guckst du. Na, Schokolade, hast du eigentlich schon mal weitergezockt? Sylvain und Flame haben den Unterstützungslevel B erreicht. Mehr gibt's bei denen auch gar nicht. Dorothea haben wir noch ein A bei Sylvain. Bei Tigerle haben wir noch ein A und ein S. Haben wir noch ein bisschen was vor uns. So, erstmal speichern. So, und dann hat der Glühwürmchen vorhin gesagt, wir wollten Monster schlachten, ne? Kampf in der Wüste, oh nö! Wie lang geht denn der? Ja, welchen Monat haben wir denn? 2. Oh. – 26. Dann müssen wir erst den machen. Dann den und dann den. 34.